Number 6, Georgia. I think I feel okay about the Bulldogs. I think there are still some questions about Gunnar Stockton, and that's fair. We haven't seen enough of him yet. Got some valuable reps last year, but what we're going to like about the Georgia passing game is you give him a weapon like Zachariah Branch, who they took in the transfer portal out of USC. That's going to be really nice for Gunnar Stockton and for that Georgia offense. And I think taking Zachariah Branch in the portal was one of the quietest offseason moves this college football season. That's just something kind of like with Clemson and Cade Klubnik having a great year. This move to get Zachariah Branch wasn't talked about enough. They also got Noah Thomas out of Texas A&M. He had 8 receiving touchdowns last year. So they're trying to find a way to be a little bit more explosive on offense and their skill positions on the outside. Georgia didn't really have that last year. And even with Brock Bowers was really, really good and did a lot for them in the pass game. But they've been missing these take the top off the defense, explosive wide receivers. Now they have that, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see Zachariah Branch. If you go back to last season, Georgia clearly felt vulnerable that year. I mean, obviously they lost a few games, but also you look at games like Kentucky where they could have or maybe should have lost that game. This wasn't the same Georgia as we saw the previous seasons. The good news is they still won the SEC, which is not easy to do, and they still beat Texas twice. I think last year, if I could summarize it, I think they had a pretty high ceiling, but also a pretty low floor. And I think we saw them playing closer to that floor, especially during the second half of that season, than we saw them playing up to that ceiling. But overall, I have to trust Kirby. I think he's a top 3 coach in college football. I think there's a lot of people that would still say he's the best coach in the country. So I have no reason not to trust Kirby. Georgia is number 6.